Happy Wednesday, TKF board members. In honor of our upcoming one virtual night-only event, I thought I'd change it up a bit this week and provide you with a video update on the latest from TKF. Speaking of our virtual event, we're finalizing all the details and are excited to have another successful event. We've really been blown away by the support and generosity of our sponsors. With many of you working for or having connections with these sponsors, we cannot thank you enough for the way you've helped us continue to make this a financially successful event. Heading into the final 10 days before our event, we have over $181,000 in sponsorships. And with our expenses being significantly less this year and plans to raise additional funds during the night of the virtual event, we're aiming for a total net income of at least $150,000, which will rival or exceed what we did last year and surpass our net income budget for this year. This is truly cause for celebration, especially when so many other nonprofits are facing difficult times. We're grateful for the support of this community. I also want to give special thanks to Jean Marie Evans and Bassberry & Sims for helping us navigate the cancellation of our in-person event with the Renaissance Hotel, helping us save over $47,000 in cancellation fees. We couldn't have done that without you, and we appreciate it very much. Now I'll turn it over to Michael, who'll tell you a little bit more about the virtual event details.
So for the night of the event, we're looking at a combination of pre-recorded and live elements, providing anyone watching with an interactive and fun event. Our Master of Ceremonies, Jared Plushnick, News 2, will be with us. Also, our auctioneer from last year, Shane McCarroll, will both be a part of the event, and we know they'll do a great job for us, helping us raise as much money as possible. The online bidding site is open to anyone and everyone, so please share that link online with your friends, family. Encourage them to check it out as much as possible and to bid. So you can go in right now and go ahead and start bidding. Our silent auction is open, and now people are bidding already on items. The silent auction will close at 9 o'clock on the 18th, 9 p.m. Right now, we're encouraging everyone to go to the BidPal site and register and sign in to bid. We'll be working and following the event to arrange a contactless pickup, mail out, or email of all the winning items to the top bidder, so that way people don't have to actually come to us to pick anything up, and there's no physical exchange. We're going to get it out to them. The evening will also feature several items in our live auction and our paddle raise. Both will take place during the live event, and we're allowing those attending the event with an interactive way to bid and donate, so stay tuned for information about that. Also, stay tuned over the next few days for more shareable information as we kind of fine-tune the event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we just want to make sure we get this thing very, very excited for everyone. In the meantime, make sure you go online to the bidding site and get registered right now.
Again, thank you all for your support in making this a successful event, despite all the challenges we've had to overcome. Immediately following the gala, we'll go right into planning for the big payback again this year. The format is a little bit different, with the event starting at 6 p.m. on the first day, May 6th, and ending at 6 p.m. on the second day, May 7th. So it's still a 24-hour event, but instead of starting at midnight and ending at midnight, it's starting at 6 p.m. on one day and ending at 6 p.m. on the next day. We have a small ad hoc committee working on strategy with us, and although we know that the ability of people to donate this year may be affected by both the tornado recovery and pandemic kind of economic factors, we are still going to shoot for our original goal set by the committee, both the ad hoc committee and the income diversification committee, and just do our best to reach our goal. So stay tuned for an email from Michael about those goals, about collecting board pledges, names of prospects, and potential prize opportunities. Over the last few years, the board has provided us with a very important match donation to help leverage other gifts from the community. And so we'll be coming to you again to ask you to make a commitment to help us build that match so that we can leverage as much as we can from the community. We recognize the big payback is happening just a really short period of time after the gala, and we've asked many individuals to support us through the virtual one night only event. And also being in the aftermath of the tornadoes and in the middle of a pandemic, we know that this year is going to be a little bit different. However, we also know that people need us more than they ever have. And so we're counting on people in the community to understand that. And if you have the capacity to give, we hope that you'll continue to give. Last but certainly not least, we want to give you an important update on our response to both tornado recovery and COVID, along with our regular programming updates. And for that, we've got Cynthia with a brief message about how we've been meeting the needs of the community during this time.
Thank you, Heather. March was a very, very busy month for us here at TKF. We had so many folks reach out to us through their social workers for services, and our numbers in terms of requests got up to almost 300, right around 290. In terms of trips that we were able to make sure that our dialysis family members were able to get to, we almost helped people get to 3,500 dialysis appointments, and that's incredibly exciting for us. As you can imagine, as Nashville is managing and responding to the tornado and now COVID-19, we are indeed seeing an increase in emergency assistance requests. We had about 22 requests in the month of March. 9 of those were additional due to the tornado response. So many individuals had just purchased their food for the beginning of the month and then were completely wiped out in terms of what happened with the tornado. So we were so happy and grateful to be able to make sure that those refrigerators were able to be filled again and that people were able to get basic necessities that they needed. We're just starting to see COVID-19 requests come in, and in March we had 2 of those. Different individuals who are still able to work part-time being laid off, and also many of our folks supplement their diet and nutrition by going to food banks or different local community organizations. However, due to COVID-19 and their existing health status, it's very tricky for our folks to navigate that. So we've already got 2 requests related to COVID-19, and we're absolutely sure that that's going to continue in April. So thank you so much for all the support that you give us so that we can keep taking really wonderful care of our folks here in Middle Tennessee.
Thanks, Cynthia. And like Cynthia said, helping people to reach over 3,500 dialysis treatments just in the month of March is, I think that's a big new high number for us at TKF. Typically, we're helping about 235 people a month right now. So to be somewhere closer to 300 a month really shows that the need is growing in the community. And we anticipate as the longer the pandemic goes on and stay-at-home orders go on, the more need that we'll see arise in the community. So like we've all said, we just appreciate your support, and we'll keep coming back to you to give you updates. But we know the environment around us is changing day to day, and we're just very fortunate to be in the position that we're in right now where we can just pivot and adapt to meet the changing needs of the community. So as I've said to the staff over the last few days, this is the work that we've been doing over 4 years kind of coming to fruition, that we're in a place where we can respond in this way and meet needs as they arise. So thank you for empowering and supporting us so that we can empower and support others in the community at a time like this. And we all look forward to seeing you on April 18th online for the one virtual night only event.